Most of my stuff self-taught or brain fit, but what I found was, especially the Japanese technicians for some of those machines, they were really, really pleased and willing to help explain what was going on. There's a company called Sanuk, and they and Hitachi Seiki have very Japanese and complex drawings, and what's the word? Their troubleshooting, there's the diagnostic system in the machine. But what you can do I don't know whether you've ever heard of a ladder diagram, but they have a thing like a ladder diagram, but what they have is, on the drawing, they'll have a grid on the side, and there's maybe a switch or a relay, and that switch or relay will have a corresponding entry point, or what's the word? You can see it on the screen in ones and zeros, and you can actually toggle it via the control unit. And let's say you want to turn the coolant on or test the coolant pump, you can go and toggle each switch. So you can toggle the contactor, you can toggle the switch on the front of the on-off switch via the control automatically, and see what part of the machine is faulty. And they taught me all that sort of stuff. And I'll tell you, I had a Dick Smith oscilloscope that I bought years and years ago because I thought I might need it. And the only two times I've used it in anger was once I was setting up servo drives on an old milling machine that the company had bought. They weren't working properly. And another time was setting up a packet radio kit that I built from Dick Smith years ago. But I was sitting there in the workshop with the oscilloscope, and the other blokes were walking past, basically giving me comments like, "You have no idea what you're doing with that, do you?" All of my stuff is self-taught and experience, over.
Yeah, there's nothing like experience, is there? No, that's all right. Yeah, no, just when you're teaching the school kids and thinking, you've got maybe a bit of a degree somewhere in the background, do this sort of stuff. But yeah, no, that's great. So where did the kids come out of? What did they just get a foundation license, or you got them through a bit further, have you?
Mate, these kids are 10 and 11, or 11 and 12, year 5 and 6. Definitely only foundation. They're really good on all of them were really good on the practical stuff. The practical exam or assessment, they breeze through it because you play them with stuff, and most of them squeak through. A few of them in the last exams we did, two of the young ladies got 24 out of 25, which I thought was brilliant. All foundation. But one of them from last year's year 5, she's now year 6, she actually wanted to have a look at some sample exams for the standard. But once she saw it, she said, I might wait till I'm a bit later in high school for that one, over.
Oh, what? Geez, wow, that is, that's all right. Yeah. Geez, that is really, really good. I remember many years ago when the foundation license comes out, I grabbed one of the books that the WIA had, and I took it home, and I've got two daughters. Well, one's now 31 and one's 29, and I didn't realise the oldest one had read it from front to back many times, and she would have passed her licence, and the youngest one the same, and it's just a shame they didn't, but they're still way down in New South Wales, and they've got their own lives now, but that's a credit to you, mate. That's pretty damn good, over.
Oh, mate, look, it's not all me. The thing is, to make this work, you need a benefactor, which is basically the Queensland government with their Get Ready Queensland grant money. Thing is, it's making us resilient. These kids know how to use a radio. Some of them will have Bofangs eventually that they can talk around the tablelands on. They're only young. They still need supervision from their parents, and the parents are all on board with that. And look, mate, all the guys up here know these people. There's not a lot of us up on the tablelands, so we know each other, and you know who's on the radio. So, and the kids are pretty good. But the thing is, you need teachers who are keen, and we've got that. The headmaster is really keen. We did the CQ Worldwide SSB last year. We entered the club contest, the multi-operator. They got third in Australia in the contest. The kids loved it. Mate, the headmaster, they couldn't drag him away from the radio. Now, this is the kicker. The kids loved this bit. They had to supervise him because he wasn't licensed. So they had a sleepover with the teachers and a couple of parents and things at the school, and they operated for 24 hours, the 24-hour part of the contest. But yeah, apparently the headmaster was there, and he was trying to get European stations, and they did very well. I was impressed. Like I was there all day. Went home about 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Came back in early on Sunday morning, and they were still at it. So we're going to do it again this year. And the call sign, I hold the call, but it's eventually going to go to the school radio club, and it's Kirai State School, and the call sign Victor Kilo 4 Kilo Sierra Sierra, over.
Excellent. Yeah, that's the way it should be too. Yeah. I reckon that's great. Dear. No, that's good. Now, my background, I'm an auto elec. I was that for over 40 years, and I worked in the family business, and it was mine for the last 20 years. I did shut it down about 6 years ago. I had a marriage failure and all that sort of garbage, and I had a midlife crisis, and I threw the house keys to now the ex-wife and said, I'm gone, I'm out of here. And I had a midlife crisis and ended up in Townsville last year.
Oh, mate, look, you got to do what you got to do. I'll tell you what, though, if you only shut the business down 6 years ago, then you would understand the type of work that I had to do as a fitter and turner, maintaining CNC machines, because auto electrician now should be changed to a automotive electronics technician. I've been involved in just trying to do stuff in my car, and without the computer, you're a bit lost, over.
Oh yeah. Look, it's nasty. That's the best word. And it's a horrible trade now. But that's me because I've just done it all my life. I've been in and out of workshops, since I was in pram, and so that was what I did. And at the end of it, with the cars the way they were going and the schools, because living out where I was, it was difficult, very difficult. A lot of time was spent trying to diagnose things, and you second guess yourself. I'm working with a lot of mates that I grew up together with, and now we're all in our late 40s, early 50s, trying to nut these problems out. And but anyway, We got by, we did okay, and the mate is still going fine. But I used to pick the eyes out. If the car wasn't going, don't bring it to my shop. It just wastes too much time. So I got heavily involved in LED lighting, secondary battery systems, and doing the old gear. I used to do a lot of pump motors on the irrigation side of things, putting Murphy systems in, travelling a long way. Is what I did and what I like to do. Working on the new stuff, just did my head in at times. Busted mills, a lot of old fellows that did a lot of restoration. A lot of the tractors and stuff were 30 and 40 years old, 50 years old, that I knew, and they were trying to rebuild them back to new, and I did a lot of that sort of work as well, Stuart.
VK4OV, VK4SCD. Yeah, Brent, well, mate, that's their bread and butter jobs, I know. I remember reading in Electronics Australia years ago, like Electronics Australia says it, but it hasn't been published for a lot of years, that the serviceman, there was a column called The Serviceman, and he used to do all sorts of electronic servicing, but he also used to invite people to write in with their service stories. And an auto electrician wrote in, and a woman came in with, I think it was, a reverse light problem, tail light. She'd put a new bulb in it, didn't work. So anyway, this bloke booked in, and he fiddled around, and he found that there was an earth problem with the reverse light. Some weird thing like that. Anyway, he fixed it. Finally fixed it. The reverse lights all worked. All good. The woman picks up a car, drives it away, comes back the next day and says to the guy, "What the hell have you done to my car? It has never run so smooth before ever." And he's scratching his head. He said, "Well, explain what do you mean by run smooth?" She said, it was an automatic, and it used to jump and muck around and flick gears and all sorts of stuff like that. And what they sussed out was that there was the earth to the reversing light was also tied up with the control, an early gearbox control unit, ECU. And when they fixed the earth, it fixed all the shifting problems. So, what hope have people got if they don't know, especially those early systems? I'm sure that they may have made them a little bit robust now, but yeah, you have an earth drop off from your reverse light, and it affects the rest of the system, over.
You get so many abnormalities, it just blows you away. And yeah, I don't miss it. I miss the open plains and stuff where I was, but never mind. But anyway, I'm just looking at the time, Stu, and it's 6:10, and my cook's down in Dalby, and I'm the chief cook, bottle washer. I'm a new partner, my wife's not doing a bit of stuff, better correct myself. And I suppose I better go and do a few little more bits and pieces. I was just sitting out the back, and I put the hoses on, and speaking of that, I've got to go, Stu. She's on the phone. VK4OV, 73, mate, enjoyed it.
73, mate. We'll catch up again. Cheers.